US President Joe Biden has agreed to deploy 1,500 troops to the US-Mexico border. Detention facilities have surpassed capacity ahead of the expiration date of Title 42. The public health order put in place during the pandemic allowed Border Patrol officers to send people back who crossed the border illegally, but it expires next week.
On May 11, the COVID public health order under Title 42 will expire. Since the beginning of 2020, the orders allowed Customs and Border officials to take anyone who's illegally crossed over the US-Mexico border back to Mexico.
We are all Venezuelans. As you can see, we are migrants. We are coming illegally to this country. So as you can see, we need help. We need support because in the country where we come from, there is nothing. We are in crisis, can't do nothing.
Migrants have already flooded the streets of El Paso, Texas, in anticipation. Local shelters say they're over capacity, as are the detention centres. And authorities are bracing for a major surge in migrants right across the southern border.
The great partnership that we have with our local, state and federal partners here in the local area, we are going to be prepared for a large influx.
President Biden has authorised the deployment of additional troops in the lead-up to next week.
For 90 days, these 1,500 military personnel who will be sourced from the active duty component will fill critical capability gaps, such as ground-based detection and monitoring, data entry, and warehouse support until CPB can address these needs through contracted support.
The White House, though, has argued migration numbers are down under President Biden. But data from Customs and Border Protection shows the illegal border crossings are at their highest level in over 20 years. 2.3 million people were detected making the dangerous crossings in 2023.
And one of the things that he's been very clear about, he wants to do this in a humane way and do it differently than it was done in the last administration. So that is certainly part of the president's goal.
The US is also setting up new migrant processing centres in Guatemala and Colombia to encourage those trying to enter America to do it away from the US-Mexico border. Annalise Nielsen, Sky News, Washington, DC.